चैतन्य संगे अमृतादनालो Ganesha Durga Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi Durga Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi. महाकृपा से जाना है गुर को ही पाना है अपनी शुद्ध इच्छा को परम शक्ति में समाना है आत्मबोध अपना है अनुभव से जाना है आत्मबोध अपना है अनुभव से जाना है दुर्गा आदि शक्ति श्री माता जी
Jai Shri Mataji, dear brothers and sisters. Let's start this new week of meditation dedicated to our beloved brother, the Lord Ganesh. This week will be a very important one because it is the week after the puja. So let's hope and let's pray that we can really jump into the realm of the divine and above all stay there, not just jump into it during puja and come out of it until the next puja. So the attention should be that collectively we should stay in the realm of the divine as we are lifted up into the divine realm by mother during puja. We should stay there, reinforce ourselves collectively, individually, and becoming stronger and stronger day after day. Collective Namaskar with full attention and pure desire to be collectively higher and higher. Namaskar Kundalini. Let's collectively sit very comfortably in this global meditation room as if we are in the same physical room. We need to raise our attention to go higher in attention so that we are truly feeling that we are together in the same meditation room at the lotus feet of the Devi herself in her full form and the Lord Ganesh himself in his complete cosmic form. He is adorned with a lot of jewelry, ornament, flowers, incense. He has a lot of gold. He is crowned. He has his mouse. And all the devas, all the deities, all the angels, all the ganas are around, happy, smiling, enjoying the after puja. Let's collectively, with our hands, with our sahasrara, with our heart completely opened, feel the presence of the divine, feel the presence of the Lord Ganesh. Let's feel the complete presence of our mother in our heart, in our sahasrara, in all our being. In our heart, let's invite our mother to come to our meditation. Let's invite the Lord Ganesh to attend to our meditation. Let's invite all the deities to be completely present to our meditation. All the Ganas, all the angels. Let's lift our attention higher and wider, both vertically higher and horizontally wider. Let's also collectively feel the vibrations coming, flowing, and just blowing all over our body, feeling the fresh vibration coming from the pictures of Mother in our homes, but also the complete presence of the goddess herself in our attention and consciousness, as well as the Lord Ganesh. Let's say Shri Ganesh mantra with the pure desire to welcome the Lord Ganesh to our meditation. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi
Namo
Namo.
Namaha.
But then you grow. You start growing with others who are also not innocent. You have to meet them, you can't run away from the society. You start getting all the rapport with such people who are talking about things, actually, those who are criticizing Sri Ganesha. Gradually, your innocence start dying out. And you feel sometimes inferior to all those who are supposed to be very great warriors against innocence. In the sense that when I was in London, I saw they all used to laugh at me because I had this kumkum. But I used to think they don't know why I am wearing it. So ignorant they are. Very ignorant people that they don't know in India. All the married women have to wear this. Even the Muslims wear that. They also wear Mangal Sutra. So I said that this is just written down on my head that I am a married woman is just to tell people that don't bother me. I've got my husband behind me and he can take you to task. This kind of ignorance is so much in the West, and still they think they are a higher race, they are greater people. They don't know even small things about life. For the innocents, I think they have lost any knowledge about it long time back. And that's how it is a society today which is absolutely lost its own moorings. Every individual is separate, every individual is doing something, and they don't know each other. Without innocence, you cannot have a rapport with other people. Because that means you have some sort of a lust or greed behind the whole thing. So much so now, it's become so boring, the whole thing, that even once I told a Sahajogi that if you are going there, there's a family and they have a daughter, so just give this present to her. Simple thing. Now this yogi was quite a elderly person, not a young boy. He said, Mother, I better not go. I said, why? Because they will misunderstand. What will they misunderstand? Why am I giving a present to this girl? I said, but I am giving. What is the harm? No, that's the psychology. He was himself a psychologist. That's the psychology. So I cannot take this present for that girl. I mean, for Indians, you don't understand this kind of a fear. But then I noticed it's too much, that they don't want to be with any woman. They don't want to be alone with any woman. And they said, Mother, you don't know these women. They will make a rape case against us. But how? They do. So the whole idea is to challenge the innocence of people. For that I must say, they made this Freud into a god. Because of his writings, I don't know how they accept also such writing. Can't understand how they accept, because I think they have no idea as to what they are. Somebody asked me about Freud, then what did he say? Why people are so much against? Why are you so against? I said, he said that there's a bad relationship between the mother and the son. He just jumped. He said so. My goodness, thank God he never came to India. Otherwise, you would have cut him into pieces and put them in the Indian Sea. I said, but why spoil the purity of Indian Sea also? He was so annoyed and angry. He said, how could they tolerate such a nonsense? How could they accept such a nonsense against the mother? They have no purity. I said, that's the trouble with them. Now the trouble is that the brain developed too much, ego developed too much, and any such stupid idea, it's much worse than stupid, was accepted. And that is how I find it so boring. Every time, anywhere you go, it's nothing but this sex business is too much. I can't understand how people go on tolerating. It's all right, at the most, in some films, adult films, you might show some nonsense. But every time you see something, you find suddenly this kind of a nonsensical scene is coming, this bedroom scenes, this scenes. And people like it. They pay for it. They want to have all aspects of it. It is such a natural thing. What is there to talk about it all the time? I don't understand. It's only the development of the brain of such a manner that every kind of nonsense it wants to accept. So what? What's wrong? You are mad. That's what you go to lunatic asylum. Lunatics also talk like that. What? So what's wrong? Same way. Because of such acceptance, they don't know how much people have ruined their family life, their children's life. In every way, we find the whole society is full of this nonsense. And especially in the television, Italy especially. I mean, certain buttons you should not press. You should be very careful, otherwise you don't know what you face and you go for vomiting. You see, as Indians, first reaction is to vomit. But for people who have not yet realized the value of this innocence, can be easily taken up by this kind of nonsense that's going on. Whatever it is, through the blessings of Sri Ganesha, you are all transformed. You are on a different line. Yesterday these two musicians were surprised how you were praising Ganesha. They couldn't believe it. How could you praise Sri Ganesh? Because you have not even heard the name of Sri Ganesha before. I said, they see what Sri Ganesha has done to them. How he has made their attention so beautiful that they enjoy all the beautiful things of the world, all the innocent things of the world. And there are many people, I can tell you, who are struggling. Not that all the societies accepted this nonsense. There are many who are struggling, because I know in England they published a book about what children have to say about the politicians. Very sweet, sweet things, very sweet. And those books were published, were 5,000 books, because if you publish 5,000, you get it cheaper or something like that. And in one day, all the books were sold out. In one day. That shows that there are so many people still who are respecting their innocence. And they want to be innocent, and they want to enjoy it. But a society has to be created of that kind. For that, you must have a kind of a personality. You know that I was in London And once I went to Greece. And the ministers' wives also came to meet me. I was surprised. Normally they don't do. So they said, you see, our husbands told us, if you want to see serenity personified, then you must see Mrs. Srivastava. I was surprised in Greece they are talking of serenity. In these modern times, anybody talking about purity? I just couldn't understand, but I felt at the back of their mind their tradition. Whatever it is, these men could see that simple thing in me, and they went and told them. And they all enjoyed my company very much. I was making them laugh and telling them things and all that. And one of them then turned around and said, Mrs. Srivastava, you're just like a child. I said, really? No, we enjoyed your company so much. And when I was coming, they were in tears. So what I'm saying that whatever innocent personality you have to project now. To project towards others. Say somebody trying to be funny with you. Just with one glance you can put that person right. You don't like it. Just to say you don't like it, in a way, that's a projection. Around your society, around where you are working, you will also find people who have no sense of innocence. And it's disgusting to be with them. But as you have powers, you must use, is to project. I see with Sahajogis, they don't even cure people. They'll tell me, Mother, he is to be cured, that is to be done. But you are so many, why do you need me to do that now? You all can cure a patient, you can help the patient. Why can't you do it? What is the need for me to do it? You have those qualities within you because potentially you had them before and now they are enlightened through the grace of Shri Ganesha. Now what you have to do is to assert them. In that, of course, you must remember not to use your ego, not to use your mind. So somebody would say that, Mother, without mind, how can you impress others? How can you have a rapport with others? It's very simple. Just go thoughtless. Once you are thoughtless, you are in the realm of the divine. And then the divine takes charge. And it will start emitting such beautiful vibrations that you will be amazed at yourself how things are working out. It is not a coincidence, we should say. Like once I was going somewhere and they told me that you have to be very careful. I said, why? Because in the night, you see, these Naxalites are here and they might just kill you. I said, it's all right. He said, no, it's very late, you be careful. So, the gentleman with me was very much worried. He said, take out your ornaments, everything. He put them under the seat and did all. So, as soon as we reached that place where many Naxalites were standing, with their lanterns and with their sticks. So I told the driver that for 1 minute you stop the car. He said, no, I will not. No, stop. I looked at them and I don't know what happened. They just moved on. I said, now speed up the car. You see, it is the power that you have unless and until you use this power of love and compassion, you will not know what you have got. And that comes from your Shri Ganesh. You see how children understand love. If you are nice to them, how they react. Maybe sometimes they do not. But 99% children I have seen, they really react to love. In our school in Dharamshala, there were 2 children and they were very troublesome to begin with. And the parents were worried about them. They sent them to Dharamshala, and otherwise they were very demanding, as the modern children are. You buy this, you buy that, go here, we want McDonald's, this, that was going on. When they went to the school for 1 year, They came back, and the parents asked them, what do you want? They said, we don't want anything. Don't want anything. Want to go to McDonald's? They were American. No, no, we don't want to go to McDonald's. We want to sit here and watch mother's videos. They said, this suddenly what has happened to them? They were so troublesome. Why are they now so much changed? What's the matter with them? So then they said, what about food? Whatever you cook, we'll eat, we are not bothered. They were amazed how these children had changed. Then they said, but we must go out somewhere. We must see the river, we must see the mountain. All right, that will do. Then again they came home. No demands, nothing. They didn't want to go for any shopping or asking for any shirts or blouse or nothing. Very much satisfied, dignified. So they said, what's the matter with you? You don't want anything. No, we want something, but we don't know how to tell you. I said, what is it? Because you don't have that. You can't get it in the market. But what is it? He said, can you get us a pendant of Sri Mataji? So sweetly, they said. That's all. But they said, you don't have? No, we don't have any. So you just get us the pendant of Sri Mataji. That's all. I mean, so deep expression. We don't want anything else. I mean, I know the children, I've met them, but I've not been with them for a long time. I've never been so close to them, nothing. But look at the love that they have. And they were telling me in the school in the beginning that anybody was to trouble us, we said, now we are going to inform Sri Mataji. No, 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 don't inform her. Why? Because she will not love me anymore. Can you imagine? The value of my love is so much understood by these little children, and so much they admire, they want it. It has no material gain by that, nothing. All this really shows that Christ, as he has said it, that you have to be like small children to enter into the kingdom of God. Without that, you cannot enjoy anything. Like yesterday's program was really, I must say, these Swiss have worked very hard. They're very hard working, I know, but not to this extent. That they started singing Indian music so well in such a combination. And we all enjoyed all that very much. Now imagine these Swiss, you see, who are overactive always, working, I don't know. They have no time to think about creating something innocent, creating something sweet of this kind. And the way they did it, I mean, shows really that they love Sri Ganesha and they understand the value of Sri Ganesha's manifestation in them.
Sahaja, Shri Shakti Mataji, Shri Mala Devi, Namo Namaha. Let's start the meditation just by putting both hands on the floor and collectively ensure that we are just surrendering to Mother Earth all the remaining heat in our body, in our being, all the negativities that are preventing us to go deep and to feel strongly the vibrations, to develop a higher level of alertness and feeling all the subtlety of the divine realm. Let's say Shri Adi Bhumi Devi mantra. one time from the heart. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adi Bhumi Devi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Complete collective surrender to Mother Earth. Let's feel her essence, her fragrance. We completely surrender our negativities to Mother Earth, and then we focus on her fragrance to absorb her essence, which is the fragrance, so that we also become like flowers full of divine fragrance coming from Mother Earth. Let's ensure that through our hands on the floor and our Muladhara, we surrender the three channels completely. At the collective level, we surrender the right side and the ego. We surrender the left side and the superego. And we surrender all the negativities in our chakras, all the baddhas in our being, through our hands, through our feet, through the Muladhara. Attention is above Sahasrara. Collectively, we must ensure that we are like Russian dolls, combined one in another collectively, or joined together in a higher, stronger, greater being. Let's ensure that we are truly together, higher in attention and consciousness. we now surrender collectively everything that is preventing us to be innocent, to be truly innocent. We need to surrender collectively with such a high attention and such a high desire that we become like children. Truly, we truly feel the pure innocence shining through powerfully our Muladhara and the four petals of Muladhara just glowing and even growing bigger and bigger, meaning that we are going higher in attention and becoming the Virat with his big, great primordial Muladhara shining through, glowing with all the powers of the Lord Ganesh. Now we are one. We are the Virat. With Mother Earth under his and her. Let's put the left hand on the lap. Left hand on the lap. Let's say one more time, Shri Nirmala Ganesha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirmala Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Again, full collective attention above Sahasrara. Our awareness opens up to the higher chakras above Sahasrara, and they shine through powerfully, gloriously, just because we put our attention on them and on the central channel, which is leading us directly to the kingdom of heavens.
श्री गणेश अथर्व शीर्षम ॐ नमस्ते गणपतये त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं तत्त्वमसि त्वमेव केवलं कर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं धर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं हर्तासि त्वमेव सर्वं खल्विदं ब्रह्मासि त्वं साक्षादात्मासि नित्यं ऋतं वच्मि सत्यं वच्मि अवत्वं माम् अववक्तारम् अवश्रोतारम् अवदातारम् अवधातारम् अवानुचानमवशिष्यम् अवपश्चात्तात् अवपुरस्तात् अवोत्तरात्तात् अवदक्षिणात्तात् अवचोर्ध्वात्तात् अवाधरात्तात् सर्वतो मां पाहि पाहि समन्तात् त्वं वाङ्मयस्त्वं चिन्मयः त्वमानन्दमयस्त्वं ब्रह्ममयः त्वं सच्चिदानन्दाद्वितीयोऽसि त्वं प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वं ज्ञानमयो विज्ञानमयोऽसि सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्तो जायते सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्तस्तिष्ठति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि लयमेष्यति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि प्रत्येति त्वं भूमिरापो नलो निलो नभः त्वं चत्वारि वाक्पदानि त्वं गुणत्रयातीतः त्वं देहत्रयातीतः त्वं कालत्रयातीतः त्वं मूलाधारस्थितोऽसि नित्यं त्वं शक्तित्रयात्मकः त्वां योगिनो ध्यायन्ति नित्यं त्वं ब्रह्मा त्वं विष्णुस्त्वं रुद्रस्त्वम् इन्द्रस्त्वम् अग्निस्त्वं वायुस्त्वं सूर्यस्त्वं चन्द्रमास्त्वं ब्रह्मभूर्भुवस्वरों गणादिं पूर्वमुच्चार्य वर्णादिं तदनन्तरम् अनुस्वारपरतरः अर्धेन्दुलसितं तारेण ऋद्धम् एतत्तव मनुस्वरूपं गकारपूर्वरूपम् अकारो मध्यमरूपम् अनुस्वारश्चान्त्यरूपं बिन्दुरुत्तररूपं नादसन्धानं संहिता सन्धिः सैषा गणेशविद्या गणकऋषिः निच्छृद्गायत्री छन्दः गणपतिर्देवता ॐ गं गणपतये नमः एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ती प्रचोदयात् एकदन्तं चतुर्हस्तं पाशमङ्कुशधारिणं रदञ्च वरदं हस्तैर्बिभ्राणं मूषकध्वजं रक्तं लम्बोदरं शूर्पकर्णकं रक्तवाससं रक्तगन्धानुलिप्ताङ्गं रक्तपुष्पैः सुपूजितं भक्तानुकम्पिनं देवं जगत्कारणमच्युतम् आविर्भूतं च सृष्ट्यादौ प्रकृते पुरुषात् परम् एवं ध्यायति यो नित्यं स योगी योगिनां वरः नमो व्रातपतये नमो गणपतये नमः प्रमथपतये नमस्तेऽस्तु लम्बोदरायैकदन्ताय विघ्ननाशिने शिवसुताय श्रीवरदमूर्तये नमो नमः साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
Now both hands on the lap. With that clear and powerful attention above Sahasrara, let's focus on the Muladhara and again truly surrender the Muladhara and feel the complete presence of the Lord Ganesh showing and shining through in the Muladhara. He is completely established in our Muladhara, and we feel the freshness of the vibration in our Muladhara, how the Muladhara is completely opened, and how Mother Kundalini is jumping up, is just shooting up because of the powerful Muladhara that we are establishing within ourselves. That truly experience a very strong, powerful, and full of vibration in our Muladhara. We need also to desire that all the nonsensical things in our heads, in our mind, in our awareness be completely cleansed by our focusing on the Lord Ganesh in our Muladhara. That only purity, chastity, and innocence be completely established in our lives, and that everybody around us can feel that innocence, that our eyes become innocent, that our consciousness become innocent, that our life become the reflection of pure innocence, joy, chastity, children-like behavior, and complete protection of the Lord Ganesh, with the removing of all the obstacles in every single dimension of our lives.
एकदन्तं महाकायं तप्तकाञ्चनसन्निभं लम्बोदरं विशालाक्षं वन्देऽहं गणनायकम् मौञ्जीकृष्णाजिनधरं नागयज्ञोपवीतिनं बालेन्दुसुकलामौलिं वन्देऽहं गणनायकम् अम्बिकारदयानन्दं मातृभिः परिवेष्टितं भक्तिप्रियं मदोन्मत्तं वन्देऽहं गणनायकम् चित्ररत्नविचित्राङ्गं चित्रमालाविभूषितं चित्ररूपधरं देवं वन्देऽहं गणनायकम् गजवक्त्रं सुरश्रेष्ठं कर्णचामरभूषितं पाशाङ्कुशधरं देवं वन्देऽहं गणनायकम् मूषकोत्तममारुह्य देवासुरमहाहवे योद्धुकामं महावीर्यं वन्देऽहं गणनायकम् यक्षकिन्नरगन्धर्वसिद्धविद्याधरैः सदा स्तूयमानं महाबाहुं वन्देऽहं गणनायकम्। सर्वविघ्नहरं देवं सर्वविघ्नविवर्जितं सर्वसिद्धिप्रदातारं वन्देऽहं गणनायकम्।
We are at the time of the meditation where we must ask ourselves, where is our attention? Are we truly collective? Are we truly the Virat? Can we feel our Muladhara, our collective Muladhara shining with the Lord Ganesh on his golden seat, established in our Muladhara? Can we feel the pure vibration flowing in our Muladhara as if we were sit on a cloud of vibrations? Can we feel the light of our Muladhara shining through, enlightening the room where we are, the city where we are, the country where we are, the whole world? The power of the Lord Ganesh is shining through our collective awareness. and spreading all over the world, bringing joy, bringing innocence, purity, and above all is the expression of a complete open heart, full of unconditional divine love for whole humanity, for all our brothers and sisters of the world, and with a special focus on all the yogis that drench them with pure love, pure attention, and with a desire that collectively we become stronger, more aware of our divine powers, totally surrender to the Lord Ganesh collectively, with a golden, shining heart. Let's check that Muladhara is opened, shining. Kundalini, primordial Kundalini, is rising majestically in our collective being. That the heart is totally opened, like a beautiful rose or a beautiful sunflower, with the Lord Shiva in our heart, shining through. So Muladhara is shining through with the Lord Ganesh. Kundalini is rising like a golden river of light. Shri Shiva is shining in our heart, completely opened. And in our Sahasrara, Kundalini is rising higher and higher above Sahasrara, with the complete presence of the Devi in our Sahasrara. Let's feel all the dimension at once. Muladhara shining, heart shining, Sahasrara shining, and Kundalini rising, and uniting all these dimensions and going ude, 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 up, 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 upward to the infinite, uniting us to the kingdom of heavens. Let's have a strong collective attention and a strong collective sense of surrendering. before finishing the meditation, let's do another exercise of attention. Do we think that we were meditating before? Then let's expand that level of attention 1,000 times. That level of meditation, we expand it 1,000 times, meaning we need to have an even greater attention, greater and wider consciousness, united with the consciousness of the divine, a greater openness to let Mother Kundalini rise completely and truly in ourselves, a bigger heart to let the complete presence of the Lord Shiva express itself and feel such a level of love in our heart that it is almost bursting out. All the love is flowing from our heart to the whole cosmos, to the whole humanity, like 1,000,000 of suns in one, shining so powerfully, so gloriously, pure love, pure vibrations. And above all, let's feel and unite at the lotus feet of our mother in Sahasrara, where we are completely one with the Lord Ganesha, our only beloved brother, the one who is the firstborn, the beginning and the end, the Lord of the Lords. Now, let's do something that we have never done before, which is just allow the Lord Ganesh to express himself through us. We just focus on the Lord Ganesh in our Muladhara and allow him just to grow in ourselves, to take all the space in ourselves. We are the Virat, let's not forget about that. So let's allow the Lord Ganesh to take all the space within ourselves, enlighten these millions and millions and millions of universes which are within ourselves. Make us more aware of his powers, and above all, manifest these powers within ourselves so that people can feel his presence through us everywhere we go, everywhere we are. We just emit the essence of the Lord Ganesh. We can now thank the Lord Ganesh. And we need to continue over the week to establish and deepen that state where the Lord Ganesh manifests himself through us. With all the gratitude in our hearts, Namaskar and Kundalini.
a place, what a wondrous place.
What a race, what a race, what a marvelous race.
What a sight,
What a life,
what a time, what a time to be alive. For the kingdom of heaven is here, and your majesty rules from within. Your name is Goddess Nirmala. Speechless we are blessed with your darshan. For the kingdom of heaven is here, and your majesty rules from within. Your name is Goddess Nirmala. Speechless we are blessed with your darshan. Faces growing younger with a timeless light. Voices of angels sing through the night.
what a place, what a place, what a wondrous place.
What a race, what a race, what a marvelous race.
What a sight,
What a life, what a time, what a time to be alive. For the kingdom of heaven is here, and your majesty rules from within. Your name is Goddess Nirmala. Speechless we are blessed with your darshan. For the kingdom of heaven is here, and your majesty rules from within. Your name is Goddess Nirmala. Speechless we are blessed with your darshan. Miracles and stories too many to record. Beyond the biggest dreams a new reality unfolds. What a place, what a place, what a wondrous place. What a race, what a race, what a marvelous race. What a sight, what a life, what a time, what a time to be alive. For the kingdom of heaven is here, and your majesty rules from within. Your name is Goddess Nirmala. Speechless we are blessed with your darshan. For the kingdom of heaven is here, and your majesty rules from within. Your name is Goddess Nirmala. Speechless we are blessed with your darshan. For the kingdom of heaven is here, and your majesty rules from within. Your name is Goddess Nirmala. Speechless we are blessed with your darshan. For the kingdom of heaven is here, and your majesty rules from within. Your name is Goddess Nirmala. Speechless we are blessed with your darshan. For the kingdom of heaven is here, and your majesty rules from within. Your name is Goddess Nirmala. Speechless we are blessed with your darshan. You are Goddess Nirmala. Speechless we are blessed with your darshan. You are Goddess Nirmala. Speechless we are blessed with your darshan.